What is up, guys? This is Abhay Sharma, and today procedure for how to apply a US driver's license. Now I'm going to be specific about New York State license because that is what I have got, but I believe that most of the rules and regulation procedure for applying for the license is going to be the same procedure as compared to the New York State or all the state itself. But you can check out with the DMV, Directory of Motor Vehicles, in case you want to be specific about the rules of applying a New York State license or any of the driver's license in the US. So I'm gonna be telling you my own story. I'm an international student and I've been staying in the US for like a year as of now. And I got my driver's license like within 2-3 months of initially going to the US because I'm very fond of driving, but I haven't got my car yet. Now the reason behind this is I wanted to get my driver's license first because there's a believe that if you get a New York State license or like a driver's license early, as soon as possible, you are gonna get the benefits of cheap insurance as soon as you buy your car. So it means the older your license, the more cheap is gonna be the insurance of your car that you're gonna buy in the future. So the concept behind this is that your license is basically a new license. You're not gonna be driving because you don't have a car as of now, and you would have a good driving record. But if you have driven a car and you got a ticket, so that is going to affect your license significantly. So make sure you don't get a ticket in case you're driving, and get your license as soon as possible. If you have future plans of buying a car, I'm going to buy a car as soon as I go back to the United States, and I'm currently in India again for the summer. So I'm probably looking online for buying cars, and most of my friends have been asking of how to apply a license, or are we eligible to get a New York State license or any driver's license in the US itself. So yes, the government allows you to get a driver's license in case you want to drive in the United States for the specific period of time. The only difference is that you're gonna have a restriction on your license. Now that restriction has nothing to do with your driving, but it shows that you're a temporary visitor until and unless your F1 visa expires or your I-20 is valid until. So that date is going to be embarked upon your driver's license. So beginning with the procedure. So first of all, what you need to do is go to the Directory of Motor Vehicles, the nearby location that you can basically find it on Google, and you need to ask for driver's manual online. Now once you find the driver's manual either online or you go to the Directory of Motor Vehicles, you can get the form for applying for the driver's license. Now first of all, you're going to get a driver's permit, and for that you need to get the form, and once you get the manual, make sure you read the manual perfectly, and you need to get 6 points in order to be eligible for a driver's license. Now how you're going to get those 6 points are, I'm going to break down those 6 points accordingly. So if you're a student, your I-20 passport and the US visa, it's basically going to count 3 points. Now that's straight 3 points, your I-20 passport and a United States F1 visa. So once you get those 3 points, 1 point is going to be your health insurance. Now international students, they're allowed, they have to get one that is going to be valid in the United States. So if you have a US health insurance, that's the best possible thing that you need. And there you go, you got like 4 points now, and the 1 point, next point is going to be your credit card or your debit card that you get in the United States. It's obvious that you live in the United States, you're going to get a bank account, so you would definitely have a debit card or a credit card. Now it's going to count 1 point towards your point list, and until so far it's 5 points, and another 2 points you could easily get it from your latest school transcript, showing your GPA and showing that you already are a student in the United States and you have a GPA that you're studying in that particular school accordingly. Now in my case, I went in my freshman year, so I didn't have any GPA, but my school basically provided me a letter along with the transcript that I submitted to the Directory of Motor Vehicles while applying for the license, that I'm a student of SUNY Plattsburgh, that's my school name, and it's rights for you. So that was how I managed to get my official transcript be valid with a letter from my advisor at the Global Education Office. So now the next thing is your social security. Now if you don't have a social security, just like me, I didn't have one, you need to get a specific letter from the GEO office again from the advisor of your school that you don't have a social security, and you're gonna take that letter to the Social Security office, and the Social Security office is gonna issue you a letter stating that you are allowed to apply for a New York State license, but you don't have a Social Security. So that is gonna be done by the Social Security Department, and once you get the letter, it's gonna be on the spot. You can take the letter to the DMV considering that you have read the manual and you're ready for the test, and you have filled all the forms, you have all the required points and the documents to apply for the learner's permit. And the next step is gonna be, you're gonna go to the DMV outlet, and you're gonna just give them to the counter. They're gonna ask for $80 fee, but before that they're gonna take your written test, for which you read the manual. Now the written test is comprised of 20 questions, and out of those 20 questions, 15 questions are gonna be written. So the written questions are going to be easy. It's not going to be tough for you, but if you read the manual perfectly and you're thorough with it, so you could easily answer those 15 questions. Out of those 15, only 4 could be incorrect. This is specifically I'm telling you about New York State rule. Only 4 questions out of those 15 could be incorrect, and 11 have to be correct. And out of the 5 questions that are going to be hand signals, like the signals, not hand, but the general signals on the road that you see, you should be able to identify them. And out of those 5 signals, only 1 could be incorrect. That means you have to make 4 correct out of the 5 questions that are going to be related to the signs, road signs. And once you get the written test cleared, they're going to take the $80 fee, and you basically get your learner's permit within 3 to 4 weeks. So they take the $80 fees. Now keep that in mind, in $80 they're going to take the actual fee of the until you get your own license. So it's like a whole fee for the whole license until you get your permanent New York State license for about 4 or 5 years. But you're gonna pay, which is the next step I'm gonna be talking about, for the 5-hour pre-licensing class. And once you get a permit, you can practice driving with a 21-year-old license holder. It has to be like a US license holder. You can drive with them to work and school. So this is like a specific hours that you have to drive your car. And once you do that, you pass the eligibility criteria. You can apply for a 5-hour pre-licensing class. Now, what does that 5-hour pre-licensing class comprise of? Is like the basic rules and regulations that an instructor basically tells you in a class itself. There's going to be a significant break time within the 5-hour continuous class, and you have to pay a separate fee for that for every county or every state that you apply your license in. So for me, it was like $35 that I had to take the 5-hour class in a community college. And once you go to that class, you're going to be issued a certificate that you completed this course and you are eligible for the road test. They're going to schedule as soon as you get your the receipt from the 5-hour class. It's known as a document. There's a specific name for the document, and once you receive it, you're eligible to schedule your road test. So once you get that receipt, you go online. You're going to be told the website according to your individual state, and you log onto that website. You schedule your road test, follow the instructions on the screen, and you can schedule your road test according to the location that is the more close to you. So once you do that, once you schedule the location of the road test itself, you're gonna go for the road test, practice enough, make sure that you were confident while driving, you know the clear moves, you know the 3-point turn, the parallel parking, which is most important, and you know that you have to stop for 3 seconds, complete still at the stop signal. And once you know all the rules and regulations, if you feel confident, you go for the road test, and the instructor is going to be basically telling you directions ahead of time. You need to take a right, you need to take a left. And once you do that, your instructor is going to tell you whether you pass or fail for the test. But remember, this is going to be included in it. The road test is definitely included in the $80 fee that you pay at the first applying for the permit. But the road test is you're gonna get like 2 attempts in that $80 fee. So after 2, you have to pay another fee, which is, again, you have to make sure with the county itself or the direct to your motor vehicles, the place where you're applying for the driver's license, and you have to pay another fee for scheduling another road test after the 2 attempts that you fail. So once you get the license, you're all set to get your own car, and you can basically drive in the US. So in case you have like any questions, you could comment in the video down below, or I can also give you my Snapchat handle, which is like the best way for me to reply you guys back. So my Snapchat handle is Mr. MRABHEY Abhay Sharma SHARMA. So make sure you connect me on Twitter, Facebook as well. In case you have any questions, shoot out. Until then, peace.